Our next guest began playing cello at the age of 4. Although she loved classical music, she was drawn to the dynamic Vancouver indie music scene. That is an arena, unfortunately, that does not value the cello or any other stringed instrument. But she persevered and gathered a group of like-minded string players under the name of Four on the Floor. They have added so much to the cultural vitality of our city. Please welcome Michelle Faehrmann and Four on the Floor.
Wow, thank you. This is such a different experience for me. I'm so used to hiding behind my cello, and now I get to talk to all of you. I'm so honored to be part of such an amazing event. Vancouver has this reputation that I always hear that there's no culture here, and it's amazing events like this that just obviously prove that it's wrong. So Four on the Floor is not your typical string quartet. We are a unique group of people who are open-minded, flexible, we can read charts, but we're also totally comfortable improvising and learning parts by ear. I brought the group together to collaborate with different musicians from many genres in recording and live performance. There are 4 original members, but because everybody in the group is so talented, we ended up needing to have subs because everybody is so busy. This led to a rotating cast of members, which ended up being a happy mistake because it made every experience with the quartet unique, influenced by the different backgrounds in music and different personalities. At our very first meeting, we had this idea to put on a show. Instead of having the musicians hire us, we're going to decide which musicians to hire and have them play with us instead. It's called String Fling, and because that's basically what it is. It's a one-night stand for musicians to play with us. And then it's usually very, very fun, and they go on their merry way. Flings are great, or something. String flings. What we do is get musicians from all different genres that you wouldn't normally see in a show together, and we back them up with strings. It's usually stripped down versions of their pieces that you wouldn't normally see them as. We get musicians we get rock bands, blues artists, glitzy pop, folk artists, singer-songwriters, roots, a little bit of it all, and somehow it all works together, and we tie it together with strings. We also add other forms of art to the show, such as dance, live visuals, and set design, and they just add to the music artistry happening on stage. Putting on the first String Fling was a daunting task. I had no idea what I was doing. I had this brilliant idea, and so I just winged it. I put together an amazing team behind me, and with that support, we were able to pull it off. Over the years, through trial and error, and with this amazing group of people, I was able to learn from them and then eventually kind of take it on and do it myself. So this year I was the producer, the publicist, the performer, the promoter, and it's worked out quite well. The members of Four on the Floor today are not the original members. Who I have with me is Elliot Vaughn, Stephanie Chapman, and Emily Bach, and obviously myself. Elliot was from the original group of people, and Steph and Emily came along during String Fling 2. We needed to get 2 members to replace some who were going to be away, and so I asked Steph, who was already subbing in, to join us, and Emily we had never actually worked with before. I've met her throughout the scene and just had a really good feeling about her. I asked her to join us for rehearsal, and she had no idea she was auditioning to be in String Fling 2. The rehearsal was effortless, flawless, and at the end, I asked her if she wanted to join. She eagerly accepted, and we haven't looked back since. It's a little bit of a risk to take on somebody you've never worked with before, but sometimes when you have those good feelings, you just have to go with it. String Fling has never felt like work. Our rehearsals are always a blast. We laugh, we smile, we are creative. We've secretly named our quartet Best Friends String Quartet. My experiences with Four on the Floor, String Fling, and as a freelance cellist have taught me so much about collaboration and how it is such an essential tool in life. The saying, 2 heads are better than one, has been around for centuries, and with reason. By working with other individuals, you're able to combine everyone's strengths to create one super force. You also learn about your weaknesses and then have the opportunity to learn from somebody else who excels in that area that you lack. Working with new people inspires creativity. Not only do you get more ideas coming from every individual involved, but you can be influenced by their thoughts and energy and come up with more ideas that you wouldn't necessarily find on your own. Successful collaboration stems from mutual understanding and respect, and the best experience will be with people that you can trust and connect with. There are times when I had combinations of string players that clashed, but rather than letting that hold me back, I learned from it, moved on, and kept going. Had I not been open to working with new people, I never would have stumbled upon Best Friends String Quartet. I use my body as a collaborative tool to help guide me to the right situations. I follow my heart, but I never ignore those gut feelings, and I use my head to help decipher between the two. Joining forces builds support to make things happen. I'm so grateful for the experiences that I've had that have led me here. I couldn't have done it without the interactions, good and bad, that I've had along the way. So tonight we're going to do a little performance, and the piece that we have chosen, we all worked on together, and it was a collaboration. It's called Meet Me at the Station. It bloomed from Steph's ideas that she brought to the quartet. She came up with the melodies, and as a group, we formed the structure and added our own individual flair to the song. The process of writing the song was an absolute blast. We laughed, we got excited, we got weird, and I know there was a couple times when Steph and I secretly came close to tears of joy. Thank you so much for having me here, and now we're going to perform this piece for you.